The end of my day just don't feel right. Whenever you're gone for a while out of my sight, my tummy starts tossing and turning around.
Yo, what up, family? It's your boy Ricky, and alongside me is my beautiful wife, Valerie, and we
are the Rocks. Welcome to the episode of Beyond I Do, presented by Dear Fathers. We have some very special guests, some of our favorite people, favorite couple, Steve and Kendra Hunt. What up, y'all?
What's up? Nice for having us.
What it do?
Y'all look good. So excited to be here.
Super excited. So excited to have you. But first, let the people know a little more about yourself.
I'll let you go first. Ladies first.
So my name is Kendra Hunt. U City, not born in U City, but raised in U City. Went to U City High School. Whoop whoop, black and gold all day.
Never heard of it.
you heard it.
But I was born in Del Rio, Texas, a small little town in Texas. A lot of people don't know that. I have 2 kids. I love to create. I love to kick it with my husband, Steve Hunt. Yeah, I don't want to tell too much because I don't know what questions y'all gonna ask. So I'll keep it short.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it even shorter. Hello. What's up, everybody? I'm Steve Hunt. Grew up in St. Louis City, went to Sumner as a high school, Bulldogs for life. Yeah, like to have a good time. Love to kick it with the boys and the wife, like she said. We just love loving on each other, love having a good time. So excited to see what questions y'all ask and, ready to just kick with y'all for the evening.
Cool. How long y'all been married?
We've been married for too long, I would say.
8
I'm
years.
just playing. 8 years, been together for 14.
You know what? Because I still feel like a little young tender, as I tell the kids. So I be like, dang, we've been married for a long time. Like, I still feel so young. So, yeah. 8 years, I know it's not long at all because I know people been in the game. Like, his grandparents were married for how long?
57. Uncle, I come from a long line of just married people. So 30 plus, 50 plus, I'm blessed to have that foundation.
Yeah. I didn't have a lot of people in my family married, so 8 years is so long to me. And we've been together even longer. So I'll be like, dang, we still in this thing.
Y'all set a new standard for y'all kids. That's a beautiful thing.
Go ahead. Without further ado, you have 10 seconds to name 5 restaurants that you have eaten at together. Go.
El Magway, Firebird, Texas Roadhouse, Applebee's, Chipotle.
Bailey.
Name restaurants. How we know?
Right. Can you verify that?
Right. You just name 5 restaurants. How we know?
He said all the basic ones. Like you ain't saying.
You said 10 seconds. You gotta get basic. You can't get too fast.
McDonald's.
You know what?
Y'all did good.
Y'all did good. All right. So
I'm gonna throw this out here. Kathy's Kitchen, represent for the.
Yeah.
We went to Kathy's Kitchen when they first opened years ago, and it was bomb, customer service, everything. So
yeah. Fire. What's up?
That's fire. I got another question for you.
All
right. So y'all gotta agree on this, and you got 10 seconds to agree. To go on to the next question.
You gotta agree before we ask the next question. Right. You got 3 questions, 10 seconds. We gotta agree before we go to the next question. Okay.
All right. Who takes up the most room in the bed?
She does.
I do.
Okay. Who has the worst morning breath?
I do. Smoking the cigars,
he be eating poop sandwiches in his sleep.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna kiss you in the morning, give you a big,
he loves to try to kiss in the morning. I be like,
Ricky eating the same thing. All right, so it's Self-Care Sunday. Who has the longest self-care routine?
Definitely me.
Regardless if it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Hey,
straight up.
What product you use in that Self-Care Sunday?
With love, of course, representing.
Another.
With love. Yeah, we'll get more into with love in a little bit.
All right, so
hey, we gotta find out what they sipping.
Yeah,
on.
we gotta jump into it. So what are y'all sipping on anything?
We are.
What you sipping on?
I'm sipping on some of this Rex. What you got, brother?
I know you got Rex. You gave me some.
Yeah.
And we
Black
got
on.
Oh.
Cheers,
I
toast.
didn't see the glass. Use the rock.
Toast to black
I
owned
didn't use
businesses.
the toast.
I'm sorry.
Okay, toast one more time, y'all.
Oh, one more time. Cheers.
No,
So I got this big old cup, but I'm just doing a little
She really got water in there.
hey, Brandon.
I tried to get her some of that Rex, but she was
plug it.
Nah, it's some of that red. It's a little bit of it.
All right, we're gonna jump right into it. All right. This question is for the both of you. What is one thing you wish you had knew before you got married?
Before saying I do.
Before saying I do, what's one thing you wish you knew prior to the I do? Prior to that day.
We want to hear from y'all.
I'll let you go first. You know, I'll piggyback off you. I go first.
You might want to take a little sip first.
No, right?
Whew, Lord. So we got married when. So I'm a cougar. I was 24. He was 22, 23. So, and like I said previously, I didn't have a lot of examples of what a marriage looks like in my family. So I thought, we love each other. We good. That's it. You know, we gonna make it. We in this thing. But marriage takes work. Like, it's a lot of work. You cannot just go off of being in love alone. You gotta put in time, like it's maintenance. You gotta do, if it works for you, do counseling just to keep up on your relationship. You gotta date each other. You have to put in the work, and it's not easy. So I never knew that when I went into getting married. I thought it was just, we love each other. It's all good. It's all good.
You can't fake it. Like, love just, I mean, for real, it's enough, but it's not. Like you saying, the work is so important.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And it's surprising when you don't know that, though, because we in the same boat. I'm thinking, oh, that's my boo, I love him. And it's like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Of course, I still would have married him. I love him, but that's something that, because we didn't do like premarital counseling or anything.
We just jumped off the porch with it, like,
yeah.
I love you, you love me. Hey,
I do.
So that would have been a nice little gem to know before we said I do. But we learning, and you learn as you grow.
For sure.
For me, I would say learn how to admit when you are wrong and take criticism. Like, I'm still learning that. I definitely haven't mastered it, but learn how to say, I'm sorry, I messed up. It was my fault. I had to think about it. It was my fault. I was wrong. In marriage, it ain't a lot of that. And again, I'm sure we all still learning that, but nobody was like, hey, you ain't gonna be right all the time. Like, yeah, you supposed to.
But you feel like
I am all the time.
Was that hard for you to learn?
Oh, it still is hard to learn, but it's just something I wish I would have known. Like, put yourself to the side and like really pay attention and focus, and like having them 50 years seeing my grandparents and like my aunts and uncles, like I never seen like the disagreeing side and like them having to be like, all right, I messed up. It was all lovey-dovey on the surface, but digging deep into it, I never had nobody be like, hey, it's gonna be hard time where sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and like throw your hands up and really apologize and say I was wrong. Like, you're right. As a man growing up, we thought you got to lead. You're the man of the house. Even when we was young, playing house, like, oh, I'm the man. Like, sometimes you got to like just take the back seat and listen and be like, all right, you're right, I'm wrong. And again, it's still a work in progress. I tell you.
With maturity though, and it's something you got to learn firsthand. Like you said, I feel like a lot of us don't see that growing up. So we got to literally learn firsthand and adapt to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sometimes they think they're protecting us by not showing us that, but it could do us some harm in the long run if we don't gain that level of maturity by a certain time. Some people wait till it's too late.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so what did marriage show you about yourself individually?
I said I go first.
You go first.
Only one thing?
Yeah.
Brother,
Just about yourself. I like to say that marriage is like a mirror, right? What did marriage show you about yourself? To each of you, like individually, what is it showing about
you
yourself?
can say more than one thing.
One that I'm definitely capable of carrying a load and like, lead. You be nervous like, oh, I'm finna get married. Like, can I really, like, this is a big commitment. Then when you throw kids inside of it, like, am I gonna be able to be that husband and father? So one thing it showed me that I am capable, and I could put up with a lot more than I thought I could. Some stuff that I thought, oh no, I'd snap if that happened to me. Like, oh no, like I ain't gonna be like, all right, I'm able to deal with that. I'm able to like acknowledge it, deal with it, and I'm able to lead a family. Like that was one of the biggest eye openers. Like the one fear is when you get married, will you really be able to be that husband, be that father? Right. And I talked to my father-in-law a lot, and he called me one day and he was like, you know what? I wouldn't have rather have my daughter marry nobody else. And we talk quite often, and she's like, what y'all be talking about?
I'm like, y'all didn't call me that much.
That's major though. That's major.
Me not having my dad and my dad passing 10 years ago before I got married, having that support is amazing. So being able to really be like, wow, I'm able to really do this and be that husband, is priceless. So yeah, not too much bad on that side.
That's amazing. I like that. I would never have even considered that pressure of like having to lead and wondering if you can for real do this thing. Like I've never thought about that for
never
you.
seen it. Right. I never really seen it either, but that's why we dope like that.
We changing the narrative.
Right.
So Kendra, I'm hyped about being a dope like that. Kendra, what's one thing that marriage is showing you individually?
So I don't have no cute answer at all. Like it's not inspirational at all. But I have a hard time showing love, and it's kind of messed up, and I didn't even realize it until like deep into our marriage. Not even in the beginning, because in the beginning you still like in that honeymoon phase. So and of course my parents love me, my mom loves me, but growing up I never really got hugged on, kissed on, told I
get over
here. You gotta make it up, baby.
And so
let me stop before we have to do some editing to this clip.
I can edit it out. Time out real quick.
So my family was like, they'll tell me they love me, but to see it like on a consistent basis and to see it like in a marriage was very rare in my life growing up. So when we got married, everything, like we was young, we was still on that high.
Right.
Like we was just riding a wave. And so it wasn't into like year 4 or 5 where we actually had the conversation, and he's just like, you don't really show, like, he's very affectionate, very. And I'm like, I like kind of hold back, and I show, and even with my kids, like I show my youngest like a lot of love because he's still little. With my oldest, not so much anymore. But I kind of just like hold it in. I don't know why. It's still something that I'm working with. But I learned it about myself that I need to be more vulnerable, open up, because I do love him very much. I do love my kids very much. And I just know that I need to open up and show them that. And it does make a difference, because obviously I felt like he's seen something different growing up, and it helped him be a better husband. Mm-hmm. I didn't see that growing up, and I feel like maybe if I did, it would have helped me a little bit, but it's still something that I'm working through till this day, like I feel like we probably had this conversation probably like every quarter, like about how I need to open up more, just the little things, and it's something that I'm actively working on.
So that was a really good answer, and it was hella deep.
Hella deep.
Hella deep. So I struggle with that same thing, vulnerability. So maybe it's an Aries thing. What's up? I'm not proud of it, but I think because I know Kendra's like, Kendra's actually like.
I'm just playing. Y'all the whole Aries.
I think Kendra's very sweet and giving and thoughtful, and I think sometimes that is in place of our affection, and I think that's when like the love language thing comes into play, because it's just that you love differently, and so I feel like that's definitely a struggle for us too, because I love so different, but he might not respond to that. So I love that answer because it's a struggle that I have too.
Yeah.
So can I piggyback off that?
Go ahead, brother.
So the vulnerability, like there was a great sign of showing vulnerability with your answer, but that also goes to show that marriage is like a consistently working thing. Like you can't be like, all right, I mastered this and we don't have to worry about it again. Like 2 answers we already gave, we said, we still working on this to this day.
Right.
You got somebody who understands that and not counting you out because you still trying to work to be that person. It's priceless. So I just wanted to say that, like, I know you love me, and I love you for loving me. And tonight when it's off, we gonna show each other. No, I'm just playing.
PG-13.
Oh yeah. And that's another thing. Like, kids gotta see married people loving on each other. We gotta quit.
They do.
We gotta quit allowing media to downplay that. But go ahead.
Yeah. So, and that's actually a great ending comment, because I want to dive in now. So on Monday you do the Man Up Mondays, right?
Classic man. I'm a classic man.
The Classic Man Chronicles Man Up Mondays. It's very inspiring. You go live on Facebook every Monday with just inspirational words from your life and your wisdom. But my question is, right? Actually, kind of going time to what you just said. How important is it to show your kids Black love in your home?
Man, like, it's imperative. Like, it's absolutely necessary. Especially with us having 2 boys, 8 and 14. I have to show them with Man Up Monday. It's not so much as man up, be a man, act tough, do this, whoopty woo. It's more so based off 1 Corinthians 16:13. Be strong, stand firm, stand in faith. I might be paraphrasing a little bit. Be courageous, act like a man. Certain verses, whatever Bible you read, might have it backwards, or different. But it's necessary. I have to show them. I gotta love their mother how I expect them to love a woman when they get older, so they can know how to treat a woman. So if I don't lay that foundation, I'm already creating bad habits. If I don't show them, like, even if we don't get into it in front of them that much, but they have to see the different sides of marriage. So I have to be very vulnerable with them. I have to talk to them, and it's been times where I done had that call a family meeting, like, hey, I need everybody in this room. Like, I apologize for how I acted. Like, my action was very out of line, and I had to pray with them, and I had to show a real sense of vulnerability with them. So Man Up Monday is really just showing that we got to change the narrative. We got to put love back in our home. We got to quit watering down marriage and what it means to be a Black man. Oh, that's soft, this, that. Like, you showing your feelings. Like, if we keep having that mentality, we're going to create a wall to where it's going to be hard for our kids to connect with any type of relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's employment, whether it's anything, because they're going to have this sense of masculinity up where, oh, that ain't manly. I can't act like that. So Man Up Mondays is pretty much encouraging men and women through faith, family, fitness, and fashion, and showing that, you could be from wherever you want to be, but you can still be a man. You can still be a Black man. You can still raise a family, and you ain't got to be soft to do it.
Right.
So It's absolutely necessary.
We need it, man.
I love being on Mondays because I be trying to get on anything that y'all do, honestly. Anything
Thank y'all for
I be pushing me along. So I be so excited I get to like tune in to hear a man's perspective that's, you know, a loving, positive Black man in his community and his family and his friendships. So I just get excited.
I'll be on my phone and I'm hearing like an echo of like another room listening to the same thing. But it's just really important for, you know, and I told you before actually that, you know, you never know who's watching or who's.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Because that's just very important. Just to
Once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah,
Right.
when it was out there, it might hit somebody next month, next year, 10 years when you gone. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really important to create things that are able to stand the test of time, that can give wisdom and inspiration timelessly. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you.
So speaking of,
I got to get her credit.
Okay.
Because like I always like I don't want to go live, like, but I need to talk. I need to start this, and even with you like, bruh, just do stuff. Like, I don't know if I can curse on her, but you like just do stuff. And
curse on her? We not.
we grown.
We
hey, nah, you like, bro, you just got to do shit. Like, do it. And then I was telling her, and she was like, it's Monday, right? You know, you said you're going live, right? And I'm like, I might just record it. And she like, nah, like, you said you was doing it. So when you gonna do it? So that was 4 weeks ago. Here it is, week 4, and I'm not missing a Monday.
Yeah.
Black love.
For pushing me.
Yeah.
Black love. Speaking of love and Black love, we got With Love. So Kendra, you started With Love. Are you on to year 7 now?
No, it's year 4.
Going 4? Oh, girl, I'm adding years. Okay, year 4. Okay. I got some of my product here. You got some of your product?
I do. You know, I got a little baby bird.
I got some. Let me see if I can get it.
I got a little baby bird, but I'm still working on it. You know,
it's probably hard to see the label.
Hey, it's coming in, though.
Fancy stuff. It has been popping. So, you know, we in this pandemic quarantine, and I finally took care of my skin. I've been detoxing. I've been scrubbing. I love With Love.
She's scaring me every week.
Yeah.
With a face mask.
Yeah.
So tell me what With Love means to you and why you started it.
So I started. It really kind of started on accident. As a business anyway, but it goes back to 2016. My youngest son, Kingston and Steve, have eczema. I mean, they got alligator skin. So I was looking for something.
We used to have alligator skin.
Yeah, used to.
But with love.
With love. Right. We started treating it with love.
But I was looking for something that could help their skin just be moisturized throughout the day without having to keep reapplying things. Mm-hmm. And of course, well, not him, he wasn't going to the doctor, but I would take Kingston to the doctor, to the dermatologist, and get him all these products. I would go to the store and get him all these products. And I would just see the ingredients in them, and it was just all types of stuff that I couldn't pronounce. Mm. And, you know, it's so many great things out there, like different oils, different herbs that you can include in your skincare to help heal your skin. And so, you know, I'm like, you know what? I love creating, and I was looking to start something just for them because I like making things. So I was like, let me make something for them to use to help their skin. So I made, I think, some body butter and a bath bomb, and they used it. They loved it. And then I posted it one day, and then people just started to inquire about how they could purchase some. I was like, well, shoot, I ain't really planning on like selling it, but since y'all asked, like, so I'm like, all right. So we went through like a name change and everything, but I kind of came up with something on the whim, and I was like, all right, I really want to put like more things out that is natural, something that could heal, you know, our skin, that doesn't have all the chemicals in it. And a lot of people, you know, they don't know, like, you know, everybody love like they Dove and that stuff that they get from the store, but it's so much stuff in there that it has chemicals in there that like start drying out your skin over time. And so I started expanding our business, Steve would push me like, hey, you should do this. You should look at doing something for men's beards because it be some ashy face dudes out there. Like, we got to help them out too.
I know.
So, like, I'm always kind of like hesitant to like jump into new things, and he really pushed me, and that's when he came along, like maybe like a year and a half in, and he was like, I'm gonna help you. We gonna do this together. Like, I'm gonna look at like start researching stuff for men and see how we can develop a men's line. And so that's when he joined with me and started doing like the men's side of things. And so we just been growing from there. And so, yeah. And what was the other question? Was it
I got a follow-up question to that. How important is it for you to like be an example for your sons as a Black business owner representing for the Black queens out here? Like, how important is it for them to see you shining your light like that?
Definitely. I want to show them what entrepreneurship looks like. And they're always willing to help. The little one, I gotta kind of push him, a little bit. Right. But my oldest son, Caden, like, he's always willing to help. I throw him a couple dollars too, but he's always willing to help. And I'm like, you can do this too. You can have your own business. You can be a successful Black man. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, entrepreneurship is hard. It's a lot of hard work. And we still work full time on top of that. So, a lot of people be, always push for people to be an entrepreneur, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But I just want them to know you can do this. Like, it's very possible for you to have your own legit business. Like, we just got our LLC like a year ago. And I'm like, you can be a straight, legit business. You can do this. Whatever you want to do, like, we support you. You can do it. If you don't want to work for nobody, you don't have to. If that's what you want to do, we support you. Because either way, you can make money either way. So,
right.
So yeah, and a lot of people don't know this, but I was like a serial entrepreneur, like in my early 20s. Like, I literally did everything. Like, I did nails for a little bit. I used to have a business where I would bedazzle phone cases, like
shoes, hats.
Yeah, anything. And then, like, one of my bigger businesses where I had my customers were like these big time lawyers. I would clean houses. But it really wasn't my passion, like, doing that. And so, and I also did eyelash extensions, which is another thing. So I dabbled in a lot of things, but it wasn't my passion. So with love is my passion. I love it so much because we create everything by hand. We put our ingredients in there. We know we put in there. It's natural. So it means a lot to me to be a Black business owner and put things out there that are actually helping people solve their skin problems and feel good about themselves. So especially in this pandemic that's going on now, like, people need that. They need that self-care. So
speaking of natural, real quick, I saw y'all got a garden. Y'all got your own garden.
Yes.
Herbs and ingredients.
Yes,
so it's our first year doing the garden. We buy a lot of herbs and put it in our products. I'm like, you know what? Like, somebody else growing it, we can grow it too.
Right.
So we planted lavender, chamomile, lemongrass,
rosemary, sweet basil. So we cut out the middleman. First off,
it's still growing.
Let me give you a shout out, bro, because
Rick the farmer.
Rick the farmer. Like, when I seen your garden and seeing you getting it, I'm like, bro, that's inspiration. Like, if I could grow everything we eat and put in our products, that's what I want to get to. So this is our first year, trial and error. Next, our whole backyard might just be a garden.
Right.
So along that same entrepreneur vein, what is a challenge that you have faced, with owning a business with your spouse?
We want a good answer. We want a really good answer to help the people out there.
We want a good answer. Get deep, because I feel like on the surface, people see the pictures, the money, just the entrepreneurship label. But what's the challenge that you have had being in business with your spouse?
Man, I'll go first.
Let me go first.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Hold on.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You see, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I go first. So it's like grown-ups. So, man, you know what? I'm gonna still let you go first.
No, you go.
Oh, come on, baby. Let's go. Beyond that, dude.
So,
what I'm talking about, man.
To like separate entrepreneur and being business partners to being married to being parents is hard as hell. Like, we might be into it about anything on the marriage side of things, but we might have an event coming up. We might have artists coming in. We might have product we need to make. And it's like, man, you pissed me off yesterday, but we got to go crank out 100 bath bombs right now. So, it forces you to communicate, and like, as mad as you be mixing up your stuff real hard. So, it's a struggle. It ain't easy. One thing I do say, make sure you pick the best business partner for you to grow with, because I'm thankful that we do have them challenges, because even in business, like, I feel like some might not be a certain price, or I might not like the way that smell, and she don't like nothing I make. Like,
That's not true.
Not nothing, but she's like, man, that smells too much like patchouli or cedarwood. So we disagree on that, and I'm like, well, you ain't using it, damn it.
Yeah, right.
I bet my boys in, when they put it on, they're gonna like, ooh, this smells good. So you never know what little thing might offset or spark a disagreement, or just be like, well, forget it. You can make them by yourself. You can't just leave them like, but I have left, like, hell with it. I finish my half tomorrow. Like, you can just do these tonight by yourself. I'm going to go finish watching the next episode or whatever, or go read, or, but she is a,
Don't say my part.
no, I'm just saying, like, I don't care how mad she get, I don't care how mad I get, like, she gonna finish what she gotta do.
Right.
Like, she gonna make sure it get done. And I'll be like, hey, when they need it Friday, well, I'm gonna finish it Thursday.
Right.
You can finish it on Monday. So our schedule, like what we looking to achieve at that moment might be off, but it shows we can make it through anything.
Mm-hmm.
For the business, marriage, all that. Like, I wouldn't change it.
Kendra?
Amen.
So Boise, and I know I am a workaholic from working my 9-to-5 job and then jumping right into doing With Love. I will literally work on With Love all day. Mm-hmm. And I beat myself up over things. Like, if I mess up on something, I beat myself down. He'd be like, it's cool, you human. But I'm like, no, I gotta get this right. Like, I gotta do this. Like, I'm like, I've got to email these people. I gotta fix it.
That's probably the areas too.
And he like, and I'm like, we need to do this. Like, we gotta get this together. And he's like, we ain't had no quality time in a little minute, but you about to go. And he was like, that's not, that ain't. He like, you ain't got it. That ain't ready to be done to next week. Mm-hmm. And so he like, why are you like rushing to do it now? Like, we haven't spent no time together. But I'm like, no. Like, I'm just like, if I have the time to do it now, I want to do it now. And I'm just like, so like, I have tunnel vision, and I want my business, our business, to succeed. And I like to get stuff done, like, if I have the time to get it done. I don't like waiting. Mm-hmm. So, and that's something that we kind of like go back and forth about. Not all the time, but sometimes, like, he like, you ain't got to hurry up and do it. Like, it's okay. You human, you make mistakes. So, that's and we not on the same page, and I get frustrated because I feel like sometimes I'm like, you don't care, like, but like he do care, but he's like, it'll get done, like we'll get to it. So that's something like I'm working through, but it was hard. It's hard.
So piggyback balance, like me, like long as it get done before it need to get done. Like I don't know how many times I done been like, are we business partners or are we married? Like, which one are we? Like, with love gonna take care of itself. So, and that's me. Like, I don't know how many times like if I gotta sacrifice my marriage for with love, like I hate to say it, but with love gonna have to go. Like, with love I have to go because I want to make sure that our marriage still take priority and precedence over anything, but I know her work drive. I know she like this. So again, it's back to we learn each other, we understand each other, and like we really got to make them compromise. I'd be like, all right, I know she really want to get this done. Like she been talking about it all week, so.
Yeah, he'll be like, do you want to do this tonight? Or my friends like, you want to go out tonight? I'm like, nope. Right. Done. Like if I got orders lined up or if I know I got something coming up, I'm like, nah, I gotta get this done because I don't know. I just look at like, what if it get closer to the day and something happened? Yeah. And like I can't accomplish it.
We'll cut that out.
I think that was the dog.
They're Rocky.
Kingston.
She just knocked over the phone.
Yeah, I'm going to say that.
No, we keeping that. It's natural.
All right,
so this one, 2 boys.
And
okay, let me know when y'all ready.
Big old.
We're gonna let the boys introduce themselves and say what's up.
Now we keeping that. What's up?
All right.
No.
All right, y'all. So we talk business. Let's talk pleasure.
Ooh.
How do y'all keep it spicy and sexy in y'all marriage?
Boy, chicken, boy.
I say it's important to still date your spouse. Like after this, he like, we should go on a date. He was like, you look good. He was like, we need to go on a date. But we love going out with each other, just being in each other's company. And it just me and him, like anywhere. If we go to eat sushi, if we go into a jazz spot, if we just hanging out in the loop. Obviously, a lot of that is kind of calmed down because of the Rona.
Right.
But we, we always try to do things together. And it was like right before COVID hit. We was going out like every weekend, just me and him. I'm like, dang, like we spent a little bit too much money.
I sure like, hey.
Every single
we're gonna have a picnic in the backyard or something.
We was going, but we just love being in each other's company, going out. Like sometimes he would like for me to do it more, but get on a little lingerie and spice it up a little bit.
Okay.
But we don't want that every day, but yeah.
Wait, we're gonna take some notes real quick.
Y'all still
okay. Steve, what you got?
But don't spend
not every weekend, okay?
No, for real, just finding what your partner like and doing it. Don't hold back. Like with us having bath bomb, like running bath water, just regular massage and just investing in the affection. I think a lot of men get affection confused with sex. So just being affectionate, watching the movie, rubbing the feet, like anything like that to show, all right, you have my attention. I'm here for you. Date night. No, never stop dating. Like that's probably some of the most important information I will give to someone. Date your spouse.
I got another thing.
Keep them coming.
It's very important to learn your partner's love language because a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of men, but if I had to guess, I would think that men would think that every woman loves getting gifts.
Right.
I don't like gifts. Like, no, I like gifts, but that's.
I'm like, you don't like gifts.
No, it's
count
cool.
it as Amazon. No, I'm just playing.
No, it's cool. Like, gifts are cool, but that's not go like turn me on or make me like super uber excited. Like at the end of the day, like if I out of all the love languages, gift receiving is probably last on the list because I can buy my own stuff. Like, you know, I can get what I want. But I'm just saying that's I'm not a material girl.
Make sure we say this part when she asks for something. I'll be like, hold on, let me call Ricky him so they can play this.
But I'm not a material girl at all. And so, and you know, as far as like my love language is quality time. Like I want you to put your, like I always tell them, put your phone down, look at me in my eyes. Like I want to talk to you. Like I want to have a meaningful conversation. That means
I got taking notes for real. That's what I'm talking about.
That means a lot to me. And so I think it's very important to learn what your partner's love language is because I think that'll help your marriage be very successful. Like some, you know, when people get into a marriage, they might be like, oh, well, the last person I was in a relationship with, they loved words of affirmation or they love gift giving. So I'm gonna do the same thing because, you know, they was fine with that, but nah, that ain't it. And so
I think you said one last thing. I was still in the process of answering my question.
Yeah. Don, I want to get back to the sexy and spicy.
Go ahead.
No, so I'm like, no, but yeah, like invest date nights, even if it's in a Rona, like light a candle, cook a dinner, like run some bath water, light candles around the tub, order your bath bomb from With Love. You know, we got the body oil. Order your body oil from With Love and use that. Like just connect with one another on each level. Like, yeah, I love date nights, but the intimacy is necessary.
Yeah.
That's one thing you could give your spouse that nobody else can. Like your spouse could go out to lunch with somebody. Your spouse could, you know, make money. Can't nobody give your spouse intimacy. Can't nobody give your spouse that level of connection. And with us being a scripture-based company, with everything we try to do, we have God at the foundation of it. God created intimacy for you and your spouse. Like, make sure you feed into that. A lot of us neglect that. Not a lot of us. A lot of people, or quite a few people, probably neglect that and think, oh, you know, we together, we happy. Like, but you gotta feed into that. That's crucial in a marriage. Like, in a relationship, you know, I'm not saying, you know, have premarital sex, but when it comes to marriage, the intimacy and that level of connection is something only the two of you supposed to give each other, and God created for you. So feed into that. And guys, write this down. Write this down. Yeah, write this down. Everybody watching this, write this down. Women, number one need for the most part is affection. And sex is the reward for displaying that affection. So the more affection you show, whether it's a car ride and just rubbing the hair, like, oh, babe, you know, I love you, or watching a movie and rubbing the feet, that create a certain level of excitement in women sometimes. So affection. We often get sex and affection confused. Like, yeah, one don't, you know.
You had to learn that.
I had to learn that because, I had to learn that. So that
like women are like ovens; they gotta be warmed up.
Yeah,
they have to be warmed up.
So drop them gems.
You know that.
You picking up what I'm dropping, not you. I'm talking about everybody watching this.
I'm picking up what you drop. Speaking of gems, all right. Give me one gem. I got a whole list of things, right? But if it was an Instagram picture, y'all, right? The caption. What's y'all caption? What's that one gem that kind of like holistically just like I guess explains your marriage, or just the one little gem information you can give to married couples, or maybe prospective married couples, or just people just dating, single, maybe wanting to get married? What's that one gem?
You go first. I went first on the other one when you lost it. Rock, paper, scissors. You lost, right?
Keep people out your business.
Woo!
Keep people out your business.
Family, friends,
all that.
If you got a dog, don't let the dog hear what y'all saying about it.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not saying like, you can't talk with some of your really good friends, but it's a lot of I'm sure it's a lot of people out here. So like any little thing that go down, they run to tell their family, their friends, their sister, brother, mama, auntie, baby mama, sister, cousin, what's going on. And I feel like that could be detrimental to your relationship, whether you in a relationship, engaged, married, because if you tell them something,
we went through it.
They more than likely they gonna end up hating that person.
They're gonna become biased.
They gonna start being like, girl, you need to break up with him, man, you need to break up with her. So it's like you don't need people in your marriage all the time. And I'm not saying I don't talk to some of my friends. I do talk to them about things, but it's not every little thing that go on in our relationship because it's none of their business. First of all, everybody got their own stuff they got going on. And I feel like at the end of the day, they don't care about every little detail that you got going on in your marriage. Cause it could be like the smallest thing. When I came home, he ain't pick up his stuff off the side of the bed. Girl, I'm so sick.
I felt like that was a straight subliminal. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Shot hard in this mother.
I'm just saying,
who you tell that to? No, I'm just playing.
But yeah, so that's my little gem. It's keep everybody out of your marriage, out of your relationship.
Okay.
All right. Well, what you, Steve?
My one to piggyback off that, if I could, for a brief moment, keep everybody out, but allow those who really have the best interest, the best support, the best everything for you. Because you need a source, an outlet, somebody who sincerely gonna listen and give you the best advice. I can't tell you how many times I rap with Ricky. Rapping with Ricky. I was like, yeah, I was rapping with Ricky. She we got a new show for you called Rapping with Ricky.
I already that's at the top actually.
I was like, is it Ricky rapping with Ricky? But no, and I felt like when I, vented to you and, was able to release some of the weight I was carrying, because we supposed to help each other carry their burden, but make sure you got people in your corner who going to give you the best advice. If you got a homeboy who's like, oh yeah, she tripping, bro, you should just that's not helpful. That's not going to help you and your marriage get to where you're going for the married people. So that's all I really want to say with that, because you got to have somebody to really listen to you. But as far as me, a gym, prayer. Pray over your marriage.
Woo!
I'm a firm believer in prayer. I don't care what you're going through. I say this all the time. Prayer is one form that the devil can't bounty you. Prayer is something the devil can't bounty you. Once you pray about it, she tell me all the time I'm nonchalant. Huh?
No, I said when?
Yeah. She tell me you nonchalant. Oh, I can't control it. I didn't pray it over it. It's out of my hand. And not to say I don't really worry about stuff, but pray over your marriage and make sure you are showing your spouse vulnerability, transparency, loyalty, and respect. And don't forget to do all things with love with it.
Say that.
So all that.
I like that. I like how I think Kendra was getting at it too. You could tell your business to a certain degree to the people that you trust. Because I think marriage has the potential to get lonely when you don't know who to go to for an outside source.
Right.
I like that. I think it's very, you need a village. You be thinking you just need a village when you're a kid, but as an adult, we need that comfort. And I learned so much more. I told Kendra this. I learned so much more from hearing other people's stories than I do from if I go to you for advice. I rather pull from stories I've heard or things that other people have learned to help me in my journey. So I appreciate when other couples have that transparency and trust me with, their stories, because I be needing that. Like I be needing to learn from that, and I be wanting to be a source for my friends in that manner. Like that's if somebody tell you a business and they married, like that needs to come. And I would think they were telling you because they trust you, but you need to like that's a big responsibility on your part if you're on the other end of that.
Like I can't tell you how many people I talk to. Like sometimes I just be like, man, it make me love her and appreciate her even more when I hear like certain stuff, and I be like, and I'd rather put up with your bullshit any day. Like, you know, it humble you like, damn, I thought we were really going through it about this, but you know.
Right.
And funny, I just a quote I just said today, and I read it in the book I'm reading is God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can change, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah.
So that's really big because it's deep because a lot of times we can like just scour and just think over things that we cannot change, but really it's only a very few things that we can change, and most times those things are like right now in the present. Past things we cannot change, future things we cannot change.
Right.
So it's kind of like knowing what we can change and what we can't, and what we can't, we just let God take care of. What we can change, we kind of take we take it serious and change it like right in the moment.
So fill in the sentence with a collective goal. Okay. Right. So beyond I do, we will blank.
I got it. I got it.
Are y'all ready? So beyond I do, we will
continue to grow with love. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, beyond I do, we will continue to spread love.
Spread the word of God through with love.
And walk in our purpose. Like we continue to show that you can change the narrative. Like regardless of where you come from, your upbringing, what obstacles was placed before you, like you can overcome it. You can let love win because love conquers all. So we will continue to walk in our purpose, grow, create, love, encourage, and hopefully just be a light. Try to encourage or motivate at least one person, like, and whoever walking our path.
Y'all got two right here.
Vice versa.
And many more, I feel like when people see this, they're really going to get a lot of gems. I know I got a ton.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. So real quick, let people know how they can get in contact with y'all, how they can just, you know what I'm saying?
Social media handle, any events y'all got coming up, y'all website.
So our social media, Instagram is at With Love Body.
Okay.
Facebook is at With Love Body. My personal is withlove.kendra. And then I have
Yo. So my Instagram is classicman_chronicles. You could also follow Classic Man Chronicles on Facebook, the group or the page. So
website.
And then our website for With Love is www.withlovebody.com.
Jinx blackout. You can't talk no more.
We appreciate y'all's time. We love y'all. This is amazing.
Yeah. I'm saying that the gym real quick. I'm saying to y'all what I got, right? Lingerie, dates, don't spend too much. Show your kids entrepreneurship, never stop dating. Buy With Love candles, put them around the tub.
Right? No, not With Love candles.
Ain't got candles?
No, we had candles.
We used to.
Well, y'all might need to bring the candles back.
Okay. With Love bath bombs and body oil.
Okay, well, can I get a candle?
We got you.
Okay. And keep people out your business and pray over your marriage.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm sorry if I cut you off. All right. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to Beyond I Do, presented by Dear Fathers. And we just appreciate everyone, the love that you guys brought, the wisdom, the gems, and we outside.
Yeah.
We outside.
I like you, Kendra.
Please feel free to get comfortable. Go ahead, sit back. You have any requests? Cause if you don't, then I do. Can you be pointed? point your toes and arch your back.